Hi everyone, this is Felix here. I'm the CEO of Omnime, and I wanted to take a quick video to go over some of the issues that a lot of people have had with the V2 version of the image generation model, especially if you have been using face swapped images as the basis for the training, or if you're worried that your character now looks different from what they looked like before. Please do watch this video because I will explain to you how you can circumvent those issues and navigate around them. So issue number one is a lot of you have been saying that V2 obviously creates much more realistic looking content, but you've previously been posting images of the same model and she was looking arguably more AI, but that's what your followers are now used to, and you want to keep up that consistency. So the only way that we can really account for that and navigate around this issue is if you have got previously generated content on your account and just generated content. What you can do is grab some of those images, like 10-20 images that you have from back then, and then retrain a new influencer, like basically the same influencer with the same setup, with those images, because the new model that we have now is really good at learning exactly what the training images look like to generate a clone that is very close to those original images, meaning that if your training data is really good, the output images will be really good. So if it's a real person, the output images will be indistinguishable from real photographs, versus if the images are like what they used to be, which is slightly more AI, then it will still learn from that when it creates the LoRa, it's a technical term for your twin, and it will generate that and incorporate that into those new generations, which for your purpose would probably be beneficial because then she would be looking more like what she used to look like. So for that, we're going to give you 50 free credits because you are required to retrain her, but this is exactly how you can navigate around those issues and make sure that she's going to look more like what she used to look like. For those of you that are worried that the images look less authentic or less real, we found that this is primarily caused by using face swapped images for the training. This example here of Mila, she doesn't use face swapped images, but a lot of you are, and then the issue becomes that if the face swap is very clean, if it didn't get enhanced, or if it's just an out of the box face swap like a lot of tools out there offer, then the face in the images that you're generating with the face swap, you will be able to tell that these images have essentially been face swapped, right? So it's very clean, there's no pores, there's no imperfections. And because this new model is so very good at figuring out exactly what the training images looked like to replicate that, it's going to incorporate that look into the generations it's going to give you, meaning that the images that Omnime is going to generate for you will essentially themselves look like they were face swapped, which obviously you don't want that. So the way to get around that is to either use higher quality face swaps, which you can achieve by, for example, face swapping the image and then running it through a tool like Enhancer to add skin imperfections and things like that, to just make sure that the images that you use for the training look more realistic themselves, which will then make it so that the images that Omnime generates for you with this new model will look hyper realistic too. Or what you can also do as an alternative is to, again, just use those images that were generated before with the V1 version of the model, or just use obviously real images, because those will be probably the best quality that you're going to be able to get. So this is just a very quick update. I hope this helps some of you guys with two of the biggest concern that we've heard from people regarding the new model. If there's still any questions left, please do feel free to reach out to support, and we're looking forward to having your continued support for the platform. It's going to keep getting improved. We're going to keep rolling out new updates. We've got some very exciting things in the pipeline for you guys that we're looking forward to your feedback on. But in the meantime, I do really hope that this is going to make your life easier and mean that you're going to have a better time creating content with Omnime moving forward.